Howdy folks, Bluesboyjag here, yet another 3-string cigar box guitar lesson. Today we're doing some simple slide licks. I guess you could call this beginner slide licks. We're tuned to open G on this one. 3-string, that's an A string tuned down to G. And a D string tuned normal to D. And a G string, tuned normal to G. So let's get right to it. I've got my slide, it's a metal slide, on my 3rd finger. I prefer my 3rd finger. I think most people use their 3rd finger. And the reason is because you can mute with either your pinky or your 2nd or 1st finger. You can also fret with your 1st or 2nd finger and use your slide on your 3rd finger. So, I'm just going to start out here doing one lick using my thumb on the 2nd string and 1st finger on the 1st string. This is the home base for a 3-string cigar box guitar slide. So what I've got here is thumb and 1st finger. I'm plucking the thumb first and I'm sliding up. So I'm on the 11th fret on the 2nd string. And I'm sliding 1 fret up. And then I'm playing that 1st string with my 1st finger. Then I'm gonna give it a little bit of a shake. Give it some vibrato. Using my thumb on the back of the neck to help the stability. So I'm pressing down, obviously, on the slide, on the string, but I'm also pressing against my thumb, which keeps everything nice and tight. So I'm not sliding all over the place. Keeps it nice and stable. My thumb is right in the middle here, and I'm simply pivoting like this off the back of the neck. And I'm wiggling really fast. You don't have to do that. We'll start out without doing any vibrato at all. It's kind of hard for me not to do vibrato because I do it virtually every single time I play the slide, which is probably not a good idea. You want to kind of mix it up a little bit, but that's just how I do it. So my 1st finger, this is real important, is sliding behind the slide and it's pressing down the strings behind the slide. Well, it's not really pressing down, I shouldn't say that. It's pushing against the string, but it's not really fretting. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to keep all these overtones to a minimum. So when you play slide, especially electric slide, you have all these overtones. What you have here is basically a guitar between your slide finger and the bridge. That's one guitar. The other guitar is from the nut up to your finger. So you have all sorts of overtones that kind of pop out on electric guitars between here and here, and of course between here and here. So I'm using my 1st finger and I'm pretending like there's a slide on the 1st finger, sort of. You see my finger is kind of sliding around here and my thumb is keeping my hand stable on the back of the neck. So that's how you do the vibrato. You keep your thumb on the back and you just kind of wiggle your hand like that. It does take some practice. It doesn't happen automatically. Using my thumb and 1st finger. Sometimes I use my 2nd, but I'm very basic as far as that goes. I don't do a whole lot of fancy finger picking because I never was really good at that with my 3rd finger. I can do a bit of that with my 1st and my thumb. Sometimes I throw my 2nd finger in there. That's a very common lick, very common picking pattern. So I'm pausing a split second after I pluck with my thumb. Right now, the 6th fret, sliding up to 7, then I'm plucking the 1st string. I can use my 2nd finger on the 1st string, my 1st finger on the 2nd, and my thumb on the 3rd. The hard part here is getting right on top of the fret. Not a little bit too far up, not a little bit too far back. So I'm literally putting my slide right on top of that fret, which is the note that I want to currently play. If I want to go up to, say, the 12th fret, then my slide is right on top of that fret right there. Not right there, not right there, exactly right on the fret. Otherwise, you're flat or sharp. And of course, a lot of people go flat and sharp intentionally. So you can do that too. So I'm plucking the middle string and I'm slightly below that 12th fret. Then I slide up and I play that 1st string. Now I'm playing the 3rd string. The other thing about your right hand here is it kind of keeps all the overtones to a minimum, because if you've seen my other videos, you've seen me talk about this. My thumb is touching the 3rd string when I do not want to hear the 3rd string. So I'm killing it, I'm muting it. And I'm muting it with the knuckle of my thumb. So why would I want to do that? Well, if I only want to hear the 2nd or the 1st string, but not the 3rd string, I'm killing it with my thumb down here. Now if I do want to play it, I'm already there, ready to play that 3rd string. Let's say I want to play only the 1st string. I'm killing the 2nd string, or muting, with the tip of my thumb, and I'm killing or muting the 3rd string with the knuckle of my thumb, just by touching the big string, the big 3rd string. Let's see if I can get up close here. So there's your 1st string, and your 2nd, and your 3rd. Now, notice how when I play that 3rd string, let's say that I don't want that middle string to vibrate at all. I don't want to hear that middle string at all. I can if I want to, but let's just say I don't want to. I use my 1st finger to mute it. So I'm plucking the 3rd string and with my thumb, and I'm plucking the 1st string with my 2nd finger, but I'm also muting. So when I'm playing this note here, which is the 3rd string, I'm muting the other 2 because I don't want to hear them. Maybe I do want to hear them, so I just do all 3. So you can hear all 3 strings right now. I don't have a lot of distortion on here, so let's add some of that just so it makes it a little bit easier to hear. More distortion. On the 12th fret. So that upper note is being plucked with the 1st finger on the 1st string, and I'm sliding from the 11th fret to the 12th. So slide up on the 1st string from 11 to 12, and then play the 2nd string, which is on the 12th fret. So this is what it looks like without the slide on my hand, so you can see exactly what's happening. 2nd string, sliding up. Now I'm barring across, and playing that first string. But I'm using my slide, not my finger. And when I play this middle string, without muting other strings, I'm playing all three strings now. So you're hearing them in sympathy with the other ones because we're amplifying the signal. So I start out playing only one note, and then I play the second note. Now you're hearing all three. So it kind of morphs from one note to two notes to three notes. There's your one note, there's your second, and there's all three. The more I wiggle it, the more I get that big third string in there. So I'm going to do a little bit of freeform stuff here, and I'll show you how it all works out together when you're jamming. That's the middle string, sliding up to the 5th fret. 3rd fret, open, 3rd string on the 3rd fret. If you're wondering what string I'm on, just watch this hand down here, and you'll see my first finger or my thumb. There's my thumb, first finger, thumb, first finger, thumb. First string, second string, third string, second string, first string. How about? That's a real common lick. Sliding up 1 fret from 4 to 5 on the 2nd string. And then I pluck the first. Keep in mind, this whole time I'm using my thumb to stabilize my hand, so I'm not zipping and sliding all over the place like you're on an ice skate. At first, people don't understand that, and it's really hard, and it sounds awful. So let's say I want to slide up to the 12th fret. That's way too high, right? That's too low, and it's crooked. You want it to be perfectly straight. So that thumb helps stabilize all that, so you don't have all those wacky overtones and there's weird notes you don't want. All right, so go back up here to your 11th fret, 2nd string, slide up 1 fret. Pluck that 2nd string, slide up 1 fret. And then play the 1st string with your first finger on the 12th fret. Don't forget to put your thumb back here. I'm not pressing down and I'm not squeezing the strings. My thumb just helps stabilize my hand, and it helps to stabilize the slide so you don't hear this. You want it to be nice and smooth so you don't overshoot your note or undershoot it. I want to be right on the 12th fret, for instance. I'm going from 11 to 12. And the thumb keeps me from sliding all over the place. Try it without your thumb. It's hard to do. Some people can do that. A lot of people, that's how they play slide. that feels really weird to me because there's no control. I like to have my thumb anchored, or at least touching the rear of the neck. Now I'm going to move my camera. Hopefully I can do this. I want you to see the back of my neck here. Hey, that's not too bad. I've never done this before. That's what it looks like behind the neck. And what I'm doing is sliding on the second string from the 2nd fret to the 3rd fret. Then I'm playing the 1st string open. So I take the slide completely off the strings. So there's my slide, 1 fret slide, with my thumb plucking the middle string, which you can't see. Then I'm playing the open 1st string, or the 4th fret, 3rd fret 1st string. So there's the slide up from 2 to 3 on the 2nd string, and right there I'm playing the 1st string, 3rd fret, but I'm fretting with the slide. Now I'm going to not fret that one. I'm just going to have open 1st string. I have to take the slide completely off the strings. How about we slide from 0 to 3 to 5? 5th fret, 3rd fret. You can't really see a whole lot back here, can you? But you see where my thumb is. And that's stabilizing all the notes. All right, now I'm going to flip it back to the other direction. Using my thumb and 1st finger down here. 3rd finger anchors back here, or my pinky anchors like that. So most of the time I use my thumb and 1st finger to pick. You can use your 3rd finger as well. So have fun with that. Let me know if you have any comments or questions, and be sure to subscribe. Check out my new website, bluesboyjag.com, cigar box guitars. Just like this one. Order them online for 20 years. We'll see you next time.